Imagine walking into a dim, earthy room in the middle of January. There's no hum of a refrigerator, no flashing lights, no technology at all. And yet, the air feels cool and crisp. The scent of soil, potatoes and onions fills the space. Wooden shelves line the walls, stacked with baskets of carrots, beets, turnips and cabbages, still firm, still vibrant, as if freshly picked. This is the heart of Amish food preservation, the root cellar. While most of us rely on electric fridges and freezers, the Amish have kept their vegetables fresh through freezing winters for centuries, without a single watt of power. How do they do it? Let's uncover the remarkable science and simplicity behind the Amish root cellar. A forgotten tradition that still outsmarts modern refrigeration. For Amish families, root vegetables are more than just food. They're survival staples. Potatoes, carrots, onions, beets and turnips form the foundation of winter meals. They store essential nutrients, last for months, and can be cooked in endless ways, from hearty stews to oven-baked casseroles. But the Amish don't see food as disposable. Every harvest is treated with deep respect. Wasting even a single potato is a reminder of ungratefulness, something their faith and lifestyle avoid at all costs. So, instead of letting their produce spoil, they've perfected a storage method that mimics nature's own refrigerator. The cool, stable environment underground. The secret starts beneath your feet. A few feet below the surface, the soil maintains a nearly constant temperature year-round, typically around 40 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit depending on the region. That's nature's perfect cooling zone, cold enough to slow decay, but warm enough to prevent freezing. The Amish take full advantage of this natural insulation by digging directly into the earth. Root cellars are often built beside or beneath the main farmhouse, dug several feet deep and lined with stone or thick wood beams. Some are stand-alone buildings tucked into hillsides with only a small wooden door visible from outside, a quiet, humble entrance to an underground treasure. Once inside, the temperature and humidity are carefully balanced to protect the vegetables from three enemies: heat, dryness, and rot. The Amish understand that keeping vegetables fresh isn't about freezing them, it's about letting them breathe. So every good cellar follows a three-part formula. 1. Airflow. Fresh air must circulate slowly. Amish builders install small vents near the floor and ceiling to let cool air enter and warm air escape naturally. No fans, no machines, just gravity and air pressure doing the work. 2. Moisture. A slightly damp atmosphere prevents vegetables from shriveling. The Amish use dirt floors, or place buckets of water, to maintain 85–95% humidity. Perfect for carrots, parsnips, and potatoes. 3. Stable temperature. Consistency is everything. Thick stone walls and deep insulation shield the cellar from daily temperature swings, keeping the air calm and cool. By balancing these three factors, they create the ideal microclimate, a quiet environment where time seems to stand still and food remains alive long after harvest. Walk into a typical Amish root cellar and you'll immediately notice one thing: everything has a place. The walls are lined with wooden shelves and straw-filled bins. Each vegetable type is grouped according to its needs. Potatoes rest in low, dark corners. They prefer cool, dry conditions and darkness to prevent sprouting. Carrots, beets, and turnips are buried in layers of damp sand or sawdust to maintain moisture and crispness. Cabbages hang upside down from wooden beams, the outer leaves forming natural protection against drying. Onions and garlic are tied in braids and hung higher up where the air is drier. This careful arrangement turns the cellar into a living pantry. Everything can be accessed easily, but nothing is disturbed unnecessarily. And unlike a refrigerator that hums and cycles constantly, a root cellar simply rests, silent and steady, sustained by nature itself. But even the best cellar can't save poorly harvested vegetables. That's why Amish families follow strict seasonal rhythms to ensure quality from the very start. Each vegetable has its own harvest time and preparation ritual. Potatoes are left to cure in the shade for 2 weeks after harvest, so their skins toughen naturally. Carrots and beets are pulled only after the first light frost, which concentrates their sugars and flavor. Cabbage heads are chosen with their outer leaves intact. These act as natural armor during storage. Onions are sun-dried for several days before being braided and hung. Everything is done with patience, care, and respect for timing. The Amish understand something modern life often forgets. Freshness begins before storage. Inside the cellar, technology is replaced by craftsmanship. Wooden crates, burlap sacks, straw, and sand are their tools, all biodegradable, all renewable. Each bin and basket is handmade, often passed down through generations. Some families even use clay crocks or wooden barrels partially filled with sand to keep carrots upright and hydrated. The sand not only locks in moisture but prevents air from causing decay. It's slow, methodical, and astonishingly effective, the balance of physics, biology, and tradition. Humidity. The secret ingredient. Here's something few people realize. The right humidity can make or break a root cellar. Too dry and vegetables shrivel. Too wet and mold takes over. Amish families monitor this balance instinctively. Some sprinkle a bit of water on the dirt floor when the air feels too dry. Others store damp burlap sacks or clay pots of water around the shelves. It's all done by feel, no sensors, no thermometers, just experience. And it works. Many Amish families report their carrots staying crisp until April or May, 6 months after harvest. Another clever feature is how air moves naturally. Amish root cellars use two simple vents, one low to the ground and one near the ceiling. Cool air flows in through the bottom vent, while warmer, lighter air escapes through the top. This steady circulation prevents condensation, keeps odors down, and ensures even temperature distribution. The effect is subtle but powerful, and it requires zero energy. Beyond the home community sharing, root cellars aren't just for individual families. In some Amish settlements, there are community root houses shared by several households. These larger underground buildings store not only vegetables but preserved goods, pickles, and even blocks of winter ice. During hard times, when crops fail or storms hit, these shared stores become lifelines. The Amish believe in preparedness through unity. Everyone contributes, everyone benefits. It's a quiet but profound contrast to modern panic buying. Their security comes from foresight, not fear. To the Amish, storing food isn't just practical, it's spiritual. They see preservation as an act of stewardship, honoring what God has provided. Nothing should be wasted, nothing taken for granted. Every cellar represents months of labor, planting, tending, harvesting, and storing. It's a living symbol of faith in the rhythm of the earth and the promise of provision. That deep gratitude adds meaning to every jar, every crate, and every meal served in winter. Modern lessons from Amish wisdom. Even if you don't live on a farm, there's a lot to learn from the Amish way of keeping food fresh. Store smartly. Keep root vegetables in a cool, dark, and slightly humid place. A basement or garage corner can work. Use natural insulators. Straw, sand, or sawdust protect vegetables better than plastic. Avoid sealing everything. Some airflow is necessary to prevent rot. Harvest with care. Don't wash vegetables before storage. The thin soil layer helps them last longer. These small habits can drastically reduce waste and lower dependence on constant refrigeration. When you stand inside an Amish root cellar, the silence feels ancient. No mechanical noise, no blinking lights, just cool air and the faint scent of earth. Rows of vegetables glow softly in the dim light, like treasures preserved from another time. It's a reminder that true sustainability doesn't always come from technology. Sometimes it's about remembering what worked long before technology existed. The Amish don't chase convenience. They build systems that last, powered by patience, discipline, and wisdom. And as our modern world searches for ways to save energy and waste less, their old methods might just hold the answers we need most. Closing, reflection. As the snow falls outside and the fields lie bare, the Amish family gathers for supper. The stew bubbling on the wood stove is made from carrots stored months ago, potatoes still firm from the cellar, and onions dried by hand. Every bite carries the taste of foresight and gratitude. Every ingredient is proof that a simpler way, though harder, can be richer, wiser, and more enduring. So the next time you open your refrigerator, imagine life without it. Could you keep your food fresh for months, using nothing but the ground beneath you? For the Amish, the answer is yes. And maybe that's a lesson worth digging into.